नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय।
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय।
देवकी नंदनाय च।
देवकी नंदनाय च।
नंद गोप कुमाराय। गोविंदाय नमो नमः।
गोविंदाय नमो नमः।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य।
प्रभु नित्यानंद।
प्रभु नित्यानंद।
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर।
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर।
श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद।
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद।
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
हरे राम हरे राम
हरे राम
राम राम हरे हरे
राम हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण। श्री गोपाल जी मंदिर स्कान बलरामदेश में यू आर ऑल वेलकम दिस फ्राइडे फॉर द इवनिंग कृष्ण कथा। We are continuing the glorious Bhagavan Sri Jagannatha Ashtakam, the glory of Sri Krishna as Jagannath, very much appreciated and sung by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Last time we discussed the first verse of the Jagannatha Astaka. kadācit kālindī-tat a-vipina-sańgītaka-ravo. So what is significant in this verse is darshan of Vrindavan. Vrindavan darshan. What is in Vrindavan? In Vrindavan, Jamuna, Kālindī, Jamuna, which is still there. Jamuna, Kālindī, it's called Kālindī because it's descending from Kālinda-parvat. When we go to the Jamunotri, the mountain Jamuna is descending. That mountain is called Kālinda-parvat. So she is descending from Kālinda mountain, so she is called Kālindī. So she is Surya Putri. She is the daughter of Surya, sun god. In Vrindavan, in Mathura, at the bank of Jamuna, there is a temple of Yamaraj. The Yamaraj is also son of Surya. So Yamaraj and Yamuna are brother and sister. Anybody who worship and take bath in Yamuna, he will never see Yamaraj. There's a one special day in a year that's called Bhai Dwaj. Bhai Dwaj. Dwaj means second day. Bhai means brother. Yamaraj, brother of Yamuna. So 100,000 of people pour, particularly from Gujarat and some part of India, just on that day, take bath in Yamuna, then see the Yamaraj to make sure they will never see Yamaraj again. That's what still the belief is there. ये अभी भी माना जाता है यमुना का दर्शन करके यमराज का दर्शन मथुरा में जो करेगा उसको कभी यमलोक नहीं जाना पड़ेगा. And Kālindī is one of the principal queens of Krishna. भगवान की 8 पटरानियों में कालिंदी 1, 2, 3 चौथे नंबर पे, रुक्मानी, सत्यभामा, जाम्बवती और फिर कालिंदी. So kālindī-tat, tat means kinara, bank of Kālindī. Kālindī-tat, vipan means forest. So Vrindavan is called Van. Van means forest, and Vrinda means Tulsi. So basically Vrindavan is only one forest, but there are 11 more forests. Total 12 forests. Dvadash kanan. Dvadash means 10 and 2, 12. There are 12 forests, and Krishna walked barefooted in all these forests. Every inch and every particle of dust. Dust is so fortunate they had the touch, splash of Krishna's lotus feet. भगवान के चरणों का ब्रज के रज ने आनंद लिया है, स्पर्श किया है. So what we sing every day, Radha Madhav Kunj Bihari, Gopijan Vallabh Girivardhari, Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachai. So in this bhajan you see Vrindavan. वृंदावन में क्या है? राधा माधव. कहाँ है? कुंज. कुंज मीन्स फॉरेस्ट. बिहारी मीन्स दोज हु आर स्पोर्टिंग, विहार करते हैं कुंज. राधा माधव कुंज. गोपीजन वल्लभ इज द गोपीजन वल्लभ, वेरी डियर टू द गोपीज. गिरिवरधारी, दूसरी चीज क्या है वृंदावन में? गिरिवरधारी, the mountain Govardhan. When Krishna was requested by Brahmaji on the request of Prithvi, Dharti Mata or Brahmaji to appear, so when Krishna decided to come in this world, Krishna only comes one in the day of Brahma, 28th Chaturyogi, and the last part of the Kali, he only comes himself. ब्रह्मा जी के एक दिन में भगवान श्री कृष्ण 28वीं चतुर्युगी के द्वापर के अंत में आते हैं. His incarnation comes from Kshirodaksha Vishnu, but he himself comes only in one day of Brahma. So when Krishna decided I am going, then Radharani cannot live without Krishna because they are inseparable. Krishna said, now you should come also. He said, how can I go where there is no Govardhan, where there is no Yamuna? If there is no Yamuna, if there is no Govardhan, I won't go. Radha ने कहा यमुना नहीं होगी, गोवर्धन नहीं होगा तो नहीं जाएंगे. So Krishna said, I have already arranged that Yamuna and Govardhan have already appeared in Vrindavan. So Krishna, before appearance, sent the Govardhan and Yamuna in Vrindavan. So Yamuna is coming from Golok Dham. So So Yamuna, just once there was a discussion in Agra, Ganga and Jamuna's glories. So Pandits were discussing a lot on this. Ganga is most pure because purifying the whole world, Patita-pavani Ganga. So Yamuna is also. By darshan you can be purified. So a lot of discussion was going on, Jamuna, Ganga, Jamuna, Ganga. So then they decided to call, it was Rupa Goswami's time or Jiva Goswami, one of the Goswamis. So the Goswami wahan gaye, so he said, Ganga is very purifying because it is coming from the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. Bhagwan ke charan kamal ko धोके आती है, भगवान का चरणामृत है गंगा, therefore it is purified. Everybody Ganga side, Jai Ganga Maiya ki Jai. Then Goswami said, but Jamuna, in Jamuna every day, Krishna as a whole body was sporting in Yamuna. So Yamuna is more purified. Only lotus feet. एक तो चरण धो किया, ये तो पूरा कृष्ण रोज जमुना में कूद के नहाता है. Jamuna is glorious. जय जमुना मैया की, जमुना साइड जमुना मैया की जय. Then Goswami paused for a minute and then said, Ganga is also very glorious. In Mayapur, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to play in Ganga every day. So Ganga is also very auspicious. The Ganga and Jamuna are united there. So that way Jamuna is, in a spiritual form, Jamuna as a Kālindī is Krishna's queen. So on the both banks of Yamuna there are nice forests, and every forest has a name. Mahavan, Madhuvan, Talvan, Lohavan, Belvan, Kamyavan. They are all different names of forest. You can go and now in Kartik, our maybe 600, 700, 800 devotees, they walk barefoot 1 month to see all these forests. तो पैदल चल के अभी 1 महीना कार्तिक में ब्रजमंडल परिक्रमा करेंगे भक्त और सब फॉरेस्ट में जाएंगे. सो उन फॉरेस्ट में कृष्ण क्या करते, कभी कभार, once in a while, not every time, kadācit, sometime he was playing on his flute. उसका इंस्ट्रूमेंट क्या है, flute. There's another instrument Krishna only plays sometime, that is for the Gwal Bal, not for the gopis. That is Shringa, the horn, buffalo horn. That he always, in the morning, he blew the horn to invite everybody to come for the morning picnic. And the third thing which Krishna, which he never used in Vrindavan, but the other thing which he used out of Vrindavan was his Panchajanyam, Sankh, which was to glorify the devotee's victory and to make the demons fearful by the sound of Panchajanyam. So these are the instruments, or the different things which Krishna used to. Here it means Bansuri. So when he was singing Bansuri, for whom? Muda, Abhira Nari, the cowherd girls, they have given everything. They are the topmost devotees of the Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Ārādyam Brajestanyam tad dhāma vrindavanam. If you want to really worship Aradhana, then only the person who is worshipable is Brajatanayam, the son of Nanda Baba, Krishna. Tad dhāma vrindavanam. And his place Vrindavan is also Aradhya, worshipable. How to worship? Go Vraj-vadhu-vargena. Kamesha upasana. How will do worship? How will you do upasana? Vraj-vadhu-vargena. Like the damsels of the Vrindavan, गोपियों ने जैसे भगवान की आराधना की वैसे करना चाहिए। So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was a Pandit, Nimai Pandit, a great scholar who defeated the great Digvijay Pandit, the Pandit who has a direct boon from Saraswati, that nobody can defeat you. He was defeating everybody and getting from everybody certificate that he was defeated. And somebody said, go to Navadip, there is a Nimai Pandit, a young boy. If you defeat him, we all accept you that you are Digvijay. So he reached there. Mahaprabhu was sitting on the bank of Ganga with his students. Digvijay Pandit Aya Pranam kiya. Mahaprabhu gave him respect. He wanted, I want to have debate with you. Mahaprabhu says, you are great scholar. I am small child. I don't want to. So no, you must do it. So Mahaprabhu said, then you glorify Ganga. So he started glorifying Ganga and hundreds of verses. Continuously was singing nice poetry. Keshav Kashmiri. His name was. Dig means direction, Vijay means conquer. One who have conquered all the direction. In the olden days, the Pandit, they were riding on the top of the elephant with a big umbrella. They are called Digvijay Pandit going. And they were challenging everybody, they come and have a Shastra, earth with us, have a debate on the scripture. And then debate, if somebody is victorious, then the other party has to give in writing. Mahaprabhu said, very nice your poetry. Particularly in this verse 1. What are the alankar, means what are the beautiful similes and what are some defect. And Keshav said, there's a defect in my poetry? And how you come remember this one verse out of the 100? How you memorize this? Aapko kaise yaad ho gaya? Mahaprabhu said, like you have this power of composing poetry, same God has given me power to shrot, to hear and remember. I am śruti-tat. See, there's no defect in my poetry. Mahaprabhu said, these are nice decoration in your poetry, but very gross defect is you have called Ganga Bhavani Bharatu. Bhavani actually means Durga. Bhava means Shiva and Bhavani means wife of Shiva. And then you say Bhavani Bharatu. It means the wife of Shiva's husband. So wife of Shiva has two husbands. This is defect in your poetry. Bhavani Bharatu. Ganga has descended onto the head of Shiva. That's very nice. But Bhavani means Shiva, husband of Durga. Then Bharatu means the wife of Shiva's husband. Who will be the wife of Shiva? Wife of Shiva's husband. Shiv ki patni ka pati. It's a बहुत बड़ा gross mistake है. Keshav Kashmiri was completely devastated, or his student was laughing. बड़ा पंडित हुआ था, इतना बड़ा गलत है, तो बड़ा blunder हो गया. He was weeping in front of Saraswati. Saraswati came and said, I told you you can defeat the human beings, not the Supreme Lord. The next day he came back and go down to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so great Pandit, he was always chanting the name of Radha Gopi, Radha Gopi. This is the highest upasana. So Krishna was playing his nice flute for the pleasure of his greatest devotees, gopis. For their pleasure, Madhu, Muda, to give them pleasure. Abhir Nari, very uneducated girls of Vrindavan. Padhi likhi nahi, gopiyan padhi likhi nahi, pandit nahi. They are not pandit. Lekin prem mein pandit hai. They are the pandit in Krishna prem. The greatest devotee and disciple of Brahaspati ka shishya Uddhav. the greatest scholar, Uddhav, the disciple of Brahaspati, was sent by Krishna to the Vrindavan, to the gopis, to learn the lesson of prema. The Pandit, they are not Pandit in Vedic knowledge, but they are great prema Pandit. कितने बड़े ग्रेट पंडित हैं? कृष्ण इज सेइंग, राधा हमारा गुरु, माय स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर इज राधा रानी. प्रेम गुरु राधा, हमारा प्रेम गुरु राधा है. जैसे नचाए वैसे मैं नाचता हूं. कृष्ण इज जगत गुरु, वंदे कृष्ण जगत गुरु. और कृष्ण कहता है मेरा गुरु राधा है. मेरा गुरु राधा, हमारा गुरु, प्रेम गुरु. तो कृष्ण वॉज गिविंग प्लेयर टू दीज gopis. And these gopis were giving up everything of this world. Sarva-dharman paricayo, who is the example of this? Gopis. Man-mana bhava-mad-bhakto, who is the example? Gopis. They are the example of man-mana bhava-mad-bhakto. They are the example of sarva-dharman. जाति का धर्म, कुल का धर्म, समाज का धर्म, निंदा किसी की परवाह नहीं की. They have given up everything for Krishna. उनको आनंद देने के लिए, what was their desire? How to please Krishna. They were decorating themselves because Krishna will be pleased, not for their personal self. अपने लिए नहीं, कृष्ण को आनंद देने के लिए they were decorating themselves. So Krishna, this was, Krishna said, na parayam, I cannot repay. I cannot repay you gopis, what you have done for me, I cannot repay. I am indebted you. मैं आपका ऋणी हो गया. मैं आपका ये ऋण नहीं उतार सकता. आपने मेरे लिए सब कुछ छोड़ा, मैंने क्या छोड़ा? And Krishna, he said in Bhagavad Gita, I said, ये यथा माम प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम्. जो जैसे मेरा शरण लेता है मैं व्यवहार करता हूँ. गोपियों ने सब कुछ छोड़ा. They have given up everything. When I have reciprocated with them, Krishna was feeling I have not fulfilled my promise in Golok. So he came as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he took sannyas. And he has given up everything to repay the gopis. Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu का sannyas गोपियों का ऋण उतारने के लिए, to be free from the debit of the gopis, Krishna came as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he took sannyas. The internal reason for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's taking sannyas is to repay the gopis' devotion. नहीं तो उधार कैसे उतरेगी? He just came for that, but he gave up everything. 16 साल की विष्णु प्रिया, 24 साल का महाप्रभु संन्यास लेके, अकेला माता सची का पुत्र लेकिन घर से निकला संन्यास लेके. He has given given up everything just to repay the gopis. माता सची जब रोने लगी तो चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने कहा, माँ, you are my mother eternally, and कल you here also you will, whoever is chanting my holy name, you are my mother as a tongue. जीवा के रूप में आप मेरी माँ हो, और जो होली नेम लेता है वो तो आपने मुझे जन्म दिया है तो लोगों ने देखा है, तो आप you will become tongue and people will chant holy name. That is Sachi Mata, I am your son there, and I will appear as a deity, and you are my mother as a marble or a stone or metal. आप मेरी माँ मूर्ति के रूप में रहेंगी और आप मेरी माँ जीवा के रूप में रहेंगी. And I am always your son. We are never separated. So इन ब्रजवासी गोपियों को आनंद देने के लिए मधुप भंवरे की तरह, भंवरे की क्या, this मधुप means भ्रमर, भ्रमर क्या बोलते हैं आप भ्रमर को? What is called? Bumblebee or?
Bumblebee.
See, lotus is very soft. Bumblebees goes in the lotus and tasting the fragrance and rus of lotus. In the night, when the kamal closes, the lotus closes, bumblebee is inside. Bumblebee is so strong and expert to make a hole in the wood. They can make hole in the wood, but they never perforate the lotus petal. They will die there, never come out. That is called, they are so attached. So lotus feet, or say lotus face of gopis. Gopis' face is compared to the lotuses, and Krishna is compared to the bumblebee. Krishna भंवर है और गोपियों का वदन, चेहरा कैसा है? लोटस है। तो लोटस में भंवरा क्या करता है? बम्बलबी रस पीता है, लेकिन अपना जान दे देता है। He gives his life. It's not only he's relishing the juice, but he's giving his life. So Krishna, गोपी, राधा माधव कुंज तिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ, तो गोपियों से प्रेम करता है, like a bumblebee. But when there is a trouble to the gopis are in anxiety. Girivaradhari, he is ready to lift the mountain to protect his devotees. पहाड़ को उठा लेते हैं भक्तों की रक्षा करने के लिए. So he is Bhakta Vatsa, and gopis are his dear devotees. So Krishna, this is his first prayer to the Vrindavan, Krishna in Vrindavan. And such a lover of the gopis is glorified by Shiva, Brahma, Indra, Ganesha, and they all are looking, and Lakshmi. They are glorifying Krishna, and that Krishna is now present as Jagannatha. So may that Jagannath be visible to my eyes. Let's go to the next verse. Bhuje savai venon shirasi śikhi-puccham kati-tate. Bhuje in the hand, swe means left. Left hand mein venu hai. Krishna is having his flute in the left hand. Shirasi śikhi-puccham, और सर के ऊपर on the head he has a peacock feather. And then kati-tate, dukul. Kati-tate means at the waist, over the hips. He has a silk dupatta. The word है दुकुलम. दुकुलम का मतलब होता है कपड़ा जिसके दो किनारे होते हैं. दो मतलब दो किनारे. Non-stitch, the cloth which has two borders. This cloth he ties at his waist. कटी-तटे. और गोपियों के भी कपड़े जब कृष्ण ने चुराए थे दुकूल. और एक और सांग है, बिलोमंगल ठाकुर का. उस सांग में लिखा है, यही वर्ड है उधर. ब्रजे प्रसीदम नवनीत चोरम. ब्रज में, Vrindavan में the most prominent name of the Krishna is Navanita Choram, butter thief. He's not only butter thief, Gop-angananam dukula choram. Gop-angananam means gopis. Dukul means their sari. Dukul means the cloth which has two borders, not stitch cloth. सिर्फ साड़ी को दुकुल बोलते हैं। तो दुकुल चोरम, गोपियों की साड़ियां चुरा के किया कृष्ण, पेटीकोट आदि और कुछ नहीं चुराया। ओनली दुकुल है, ये दुकुल चोरम। और तीसरी लाइन में क्या लिखा है? अनेक जन्म अर्जित पाप चोरम। And for the devotees, for many lifetimes they have all this sin, he is stealing those also. भक्तों के पापों को चुरा लेता है, गोपियों के वस्त्र को चुरा लेता है और वृद्धवासियों के मक्खन को चुरा लेता है। चोर अग्रगण्यम, he is the foremost of the thief. श्री राधिकाय हृदय से चोरम, he is the thief of the thief, still the heart of Radha Rani. राधा से हृदय से चोर, राधा के हृदय की चोरी करता है। नवाम्बुद श्यामल कांति चोरम, and he is still the नवाम्बुद, the cloud, rain cloud, उसके कलर की चोरी करता है, उस जैसा कलर अपना बना लेता है। पदाश्रितां च समस्त चोरम, those who have surrendered unto him, he will take away everything. It's very nice. This is also very nice glorification of Krishna. So, Dukula, he has a कमर के ऊपर कृष्ण हमेशा दुपट्टा बांधता है और उस दुपट्टे में बांसुरी को खोस के रखता है. He's put his bansuri in that. When he's not playing, either it's in his left hand or he's put it into that tied up dupatta. Then what is the next one? नेत्र अंते, नेत्र अंते, नेत्र, ये नेत्र है, ये इसका अंत है, एंड, the end of the नेत्र. सहचरी, सहचरी means gopi, sah means along with, chari means vicharan, those who are walking with him or playing with him. आंख के कोने से गोपियों को क्या करता है? सहचरी कटाक्ष, कटाक्ष, that's called sidelong glances. अंग्रेजी में इसकी ट्रांसलेशन है sidelong glances. गोपियों को कोने से आंख के ऐसे देखता है. This is what it means. आंख को पीछे कोने से सिर्फ. और गोपियां कैसे देखती हैं कृष्ण को? How गोपियां see कृष्ण? One eye they keep on the parents and the critics. If they are not seeing me, with one eye they are watching their critics and parents. With half closed eye they are trying to look at Krishna. And then there are eyelids, it becomes like, and then gopis become very angry. Brahma, you don't know how to make eyes. Only you gave us two eyes, and on the two eyes you have all these lids, and half eye we are only using to see Krishna, and also it is getting blinding. You are fool, you don't know how to make eyes. So गोपियां आधी आंख के कोने से केवल कृष्ण को देखती है, पूरी आंख से तो अपने निंदकों को देखती है. तो उन गोपियों की ओर कृष्ण अपने कोने, आंख के कोने से एक पूरा स्तोत्र है, उसका नाम है राधा कृपा कटाक्ष स्तोत्र. राधा की कृपा का कटाक्ष. और ये अपन थोड़े दिनों के बाद दामोदर लीला में पढ़ेंगे. क्या प्रार्थना करता है सत्यव्रत मुनि? कृपा दृष्टि वृष्टि दीना बतानो. कृपा दृष्टि इज लाइक कटाक्ष. कृपा की दृष्टि, दृष्टि का मतलब कटाक्ष. तो श्री कृष्ण बांसुरी लेकर, ही हैज ए बांसुरी, ही हैज ए दुपट्टा, ही हैज ए मोर पंख और नेत्र. by the end, by ends of the सहचरी कटाक्ष विदधते सदा श्रீमद-वृंदावन-वस्ती-लीला-पaricayo. Always this is only available in Vrindavan. ये लीला, this लीला of Krishna with his dear devotees, gopis and gopas, only in Vrindavan. Saghosham nivinjantam What is the next word? Akya-payantam. This type of लीला, जैसे दामोदर लीला भक्त वात्सलता की, और ये मधुर लीला गोपियों के संग में बांसुरी बजाने की, रास की, this is only in Vrindavan. It is for his only associate. Sakhosham means his associate. Nimanjantam means to drown them. डुबाना, भक्तों को अपने प्रेम में डुबाने के लिए, this लीला he only does in Vrindavan. This is his Vrindavan special pastimes. So Krishna, with his beautiful, loving sahachari, upon his loving companions, kataksha, sidelong glances, with Ratika Sada, perpetually Shri Vrindavan-vasati, living in Shri Vrindavan. Līlā-paricayo, such pastimes, is doing this Leela only in Vrindavan. और कहीं नहीं करता है. Jagannatha Swami, nayana-patha-gāmī, nayana-patha-gāmī, bhavatu. So these two verses, Shankaracharya is glorifying Krishna in Vrindavan. Vrindavan, Krishna in Vrindavan is Madhurya Dham. All the pastime of Krishna in Vrindavan are Madhurya. Madhurya means prem. Vatsalya prem, dasya bhav, sakha bhav, Madhurya bhav, everything is Vatsalya prem. Where nobody considers Krishna as Bhagavan. Everybody considers Krishna as their own dear darling son, dear friend, dear master, dear lover, but nothing else. Krishna in Dwarka is Aishwarya Dham. Dwarkadhish is the king of Dwarka. He has many queens. He has ministers. He has royal palace, Sudharma Sabha, where Krishna's opulence is many. Mayapur is Audarya Dham. Audarya means most merciful, magnanimous. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, papi tapi, no condition. Chant Hare Krishna and get delivered. Audarya Dham. Madhurya Dham, Aishwarya Dham Dwarka, Audarya Dham, Mayapur. But Jagannath Puri, it is all three at one place. The main Jagannath temple is Dwarka. As Aishwarya, Chappan Bhog. Every day Chappan Bhog for Jagannath. Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, when he wants to play sport, he comes in Vrindavan. He plays with his cowherd boys and gopis. When he wants to eat something, he goes to Jagannath Puri. It is always Chappan Bhog ready. And when he wants to sleep, he goes to Srirangam, Soja. All the deities in south are sleeping. और जब पैसा कमाना है तिरुपति जाता है. When he wants to earn money, he goes to Tirupati. पैसा लाओ. So this is the four different activities Krishna does: playing Vrindavan, eating Jagannath Puri, sleeping Srirangam, and business in Tirupati. Paisa lao. So this is, so Jagannath Puri is that temple of Jagannath is Aishwarya, Dwarka. Lakshmi is there. Rukmani, Lakshmi. When Jagannath comes out once in a year for 7 days, he goes to the 2-kilometer other temple that is called Sundarachal. The Gundicha temple. Gundicha was the name of the queen of Maharaj, and that place is called Sundarachal. Sundarachal is Vrindavan. Sundarachal is Vrindavan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going every day to Jagannath temple, but he was cleaning Gundicha temple. It's a Vrindavan. And Gaudiya Vaishnava always go every year to clean with broom and water pot, clean everything in Gundicha temple before the Rath Yatra. Gundicha margin. That is, Sundarachal is Vrindavan. Neelachal is Dwarka. And where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed, जहाँ Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 18 साल रहे, Gambhira, that is Udare Dham. So Jagannath Puri has all three dham in one place. Jहाँ Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 18 years he stayed in that Gambhira. So these three are there. So now the prayer is now turning from Vrindavan to Jagannath Puri. So third verse is Maha-ambodha-tire kanaka-rucire nīla-śikhare. Maha-ambodha-tire. Maha मतलब बड़ा. Ambodh मतलब water, body of water. Tire means at the bank. At the bank of big ocean. समुद्र के किनारे. जगन्नाथपुरी कहाँ है? Out of the 4 dham, 3 dhams are at the Maha-ambodha-tire. द्वारका समुद्र के किनारे, समुद्र के अंदर. जगन्नाथपुरी समुद्र के किनारे. रामेश्वर समुद्र के किनारे. Only Badrinath is high up in the hills. So 3 dham are at the seashore. So Maha-ambodha-tire. जगन्नाथपुरी कहाँ है? महा-ambodha-tire, हिंद महासागर के तट के ऊपर. एक बार सुनामी जैसा एक साइक्लोन आया था इस पूरे क्षेत्र में. सब जगह पानी आया, जगन्नाथपुरी के छोड़ के. Never came there. Sea used to come always in Jagannatha-puri. So Hanuman, there is one Hanuman called Bedi Hanuman. In Jagannatha-puri there is a temple of Bedi Hanuman. Hanuman को कहा कि समुद्र को, you never allow the samudra, this ocean to come in Jagannatha-puri, protect this. Hanuman after all cannot stay at one place, he just run away sometime. So he's tied with the chains there now. Therefore he's called Bedi Hanuman. So Hanuman never allows sea to ever enter into the Jagannath-puri. हनुमान अभी जाएंगे तो उधर जो जगन्नाथ में जाए तो बेड़ी हनुमान का मंदिर देखना. बेड़ी का मतलब चेन से is tied up there to protect the puri from sea. तो महा-ambodha-tire समुद्र के किनारे पे. और दूसरी लाइन में क्या लिखा है? महा-ambodha-tire kanaka-rucire. कनक किसको बोलते हैं? सोना, गोल्ड, बहुत गोल्ड. रुचि किसको, रुचि किसको बोलते हैं? जो बहुत प्यारा लगे. रुचि, रुचि मीन्स वेरी डियर. golden effulgence. Kanaka-rucire, in that which glows with the golden effulgence. आंखों को भाने वाला चमकता हुआ गोल्ड. Kanaka-rucire nīla-śikhare, topped by the spire of billows sparrows. मंदिर जो जगन्नाथ का मंदिर है, वो जो अद्री, अद्री का मतलब छोटा सा पहाड़, जैसे अद्रीधरण भगवान का एक नाम है. अद्रीधरण. गोवर्धन धारी का एक दूसरा नाम है अद्रीधरण. गोवर्धन को पर्वत कहते हैं तो अद्री हो जाएगा. अद्रीधरण मतलब गोवर्धन धरण. सो नील अद्री, ये जो छोटा सा पर्वत है जिसके ऊपर मंदिर है, ये इसका नाम है नीलाद्रि. और इसके ऊपर जो ये मंदिर बना हुआ है, शिखर इसका, उसके ऊपर जो सोने से चमक रहा है, वो दूर से ऐसा लग रहा है कि नीला स्पारी है. स्टोन जो होता है जो चमकता है, उसके ऊपर गोल्ड इज देयर शाइनिंग. सो एट दिस दैट सी देयर इज अ ब्यूटीफुल टेम्पल व्हिच हैज गोल्डन effulgence and it looks like a blue safari. और उधर कौन है? उस टेम्पल में कौन है? आप में से बहुत से लोग गए जगन्नाथपुरी टेम्पल. In the evening sometime you sit on the side of the temple, and then there is a one special, what you call a but it's called, the word is not coming. Anyway, that word is not coming. The flag, but on the side, from when you go from the front on your right side, there's a one place where there's a special panda, and their main business is you have to give money and they will make flag. They are already ready, and then the person will climb up on the way to the top. And this climbing, if you watch, it is a big, astonishing, it is very surprising, a big, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, the word is like, जैसे mountain में trekking करते हैं, risk उठाते हैं, what is that word called? It's an adventure, it's a big adventure. You sit there, वो ऐसे कपड़े सब बांधेगा, और monkey की तरह ऐसे climb करेगा एक तरफ, then he goes to the other side, then he goes up. And the last part is like, and then there's a big chain, heavy chain, and he climbs over the chain, and he goes on the top. और उसके ऊपर जाएगा, फिर ऊपर चढ़ के, and then he will put the flag there. And that is more than 200 meter high, 250, I don't know what exactly, meter high up there. Then he bring the flag from down there, and then the piece of the flag they give to the devotees, 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees. So this is, whoever goes there, they just sit outside and see in the evening, when they are putting the flag up, it is worth seeing. Big adventure है, देखा आप लोगों ने किसी ने? जो पूरी गए इसको देखा? ध्वजा आरोहण को? It's worth seeing sometime. You will be surprised that man, how he is climbing on the way. कुछ नहीं, सीढ़ी वेढ़ी, nothing. This is, and this is a special one full parampara of their coming in parampara. This is their trend like that. कितना हाथ का ध्वजा चढ़ाना है? How big you want? 21 हाथ, 10 हाथ. Really big ध्वजा they put on the top. So this is there in that temple. Who is there? Vasan. Vasan मतलब बैठते हैं. किसमें? पैलेस में. परासादम तो क्या शब्द है? महाम्बोध तीरे kanaka-rucire nīla-śikhare वसन प्रसादांतः. प्रसादांतः. प्रसादांत का अर्थ है लार्ज पैलेस, बहुत बड़ा महल है भगवान का, उसमें भगवान रहते हैं. कौन रहता है? किसके साथ रहते हैं? sahaja-balabhadren बलिना. The powerful Balaram is along with Krishna in that beautiful palace which is on the top of nīla-śikhare, and there is a golden effulgence coming from there. Subhadrā-madhya-sthah, and the Subhadra is in between. And why they are there? sakala-sura-sevāvasara-do. They are giving opportunity of service to all. Sur means demigods, those who are endowed with divine qualities. Bhagavad Gita में एक अध्याय है, 16th chapter is called divine and demonic nature. Dev Asur Sampada. Those people who are endowed with Devi Sampradaya. Sampada. This Jagannath is there to give opportunity for them to serve. तो भक्तों की सेवा के लिए, और दूसरा इसका अर्थ है देवता भगवान के सेवा के लिए आते हैं. It is a belief, a day before Jagannath Rath Yatra, Nenutsav, 15 days Jagannath is not giving darshan to anybody. So day before Rath Yatra, everybody rushing there to have a darshan of Jagannath. That night all the demigods they come down to have darshan of Jagannath. Once Yamaraj was too busy in the office because so many files were there. He came late. When Yamaraj came, At Garuda Stambha, there was a small sparrow sitting there, चिड़िया बैठी थी. यमराज ने चिड़िया की ओर ऐसे देखा, टेढ़ी आंख से. कृष्ण टेढ़ी आंख से गोपियों को देखता है और यमराज ने टेढ़ी आंख से चिड़िया को देखा. चिड़िया डर गई, वेरी फियरफुल. यमराज अंदर भगवान के दर्शन पे गए, वेंट इनसाइड. चिड़िया ने गरुड़ को कहा, यमराज, the way he saw me when he come, I am finished. Please save me. Garuड़ is merciful to the devotees, the spiral. गरुड़ ने उस चिड़िया को उड़ाया. बहुत फास्ट गरुड़ जाता है. गरुड़ is very fast. The fastest known mind, the speed of mind, speed of Garuda, Vayudev and Hanuman. These four are unmatchable in speed. So Garuda took the sparrow and he went into the Himalaya. He put into the one cave there and he came running back. वापस आ गया. अब देवता पूजा करके from inside, this Yamaraj came out after worshipping and he saw no sparrow, but Garuda was perspiring. लंबा सांस ले रहा है. Yamaraj said, what happened to you? He said, don't ask. Master, Yamaraj ji, I am sorry, my dependent sparrow was very fearful of you. I had to go all the way to Himalaya and put in a very small cave to hide her because she was afraid of you. Yamaraj was saying, my God, hey, Jai Jagannatha, Jai Jagannatha. He said, when I went to the Jagannatha, the last file which I was looking, it was written that this sparrow has to die in Himalaya in that cave. I was surprised how she will, this small sparrow will fly to that place in and I complained to the Jagannatha, what, this is wrongly written there. Jagannatha simply smiled. I don't know that you have done the work. So all the Sur means demigods, they are coming every day to worship Jagannatha. Like Badrinath. It is a firm belief that 6 months Dev Puja, 6 months Manav Puja. For 6 months human beings worship Badrinath and 6 months demigod worship there. Because it's closed, doors are closed, nobody goes there. So Narad is a worshipper of Badrinath and the other demigods go and worship Narad. Narayan is Bhagavan there. He's doing tapasya. So similarly, Sura means demigods, seva, giving opportunity to them for service. And it also means those people who are endowed with divine nature, जिनका देवी संपदा का गुण है, उनकी सेवा के अवसर के लिए भगवान ने अपने आप को वहां बिठाया है. ये तीनों जगन्नाथ, बलदेव, सुभद्रा. Next verse is कृपा-pārāvārah sajala-jalada-śren ruciro. कृपा पारा क्या लिखते हैं, क्या पढ़ते हैं? पारावह. कृपा पारावह कृपा का समुद्र है. भगवान जगन्नाथ कैसे हैं? कृपा पारावह, कृपा के समुद्र है. कृपा पारावह सजलद. कृपा पारावह सजल जल. जलदा, जलदा बादल को बोलते हैं, क्लाउड. जलदा क्लाउड. सजल जलदा रेन क्लाउड, फुल ऑफ वाटर. भगवान श्री कृष्ण कैसे हैं और जगन्नाथ जी कैसे? कृपा के सागर हैं. कृपा के सागर हैं, दया सागर बोलते हैं, कृपा सागर. It's the ocean of mercy. It means unlimited mercy. Mercy for everybody. सबके लिए उदारता के साथ मर्सी भगवान की है. वो किसी को और कैसे है? sajala-jalada-śren i-ruciro. Shrini, a row of the red clouds. Qatar में जा रहे हैं. Qatar means a row. It's like, and cloud is also considered always giving water to the living entities to their life. So भगवान एक तो दया के सागर है और दूसरे जल के भरे हुए बादलों के समान एक बहुत बड़ी रे में रुचिर है, बहुत सुंदर लगते हैं. His color is very nice, it's like a clouds, rain clouds full of water. ramā-vān sphurad-amala-paņkeruha-mukhah. Ramā-vān, pleased by hearing the words of goddess Lakshmi. ramā-vān, रमा लक्ष्मी का नाम है. रमा भगवान का नाम है रमापति. रमा लक्ष्मी, वाणी the words. ramā-vān, ramā-vān āmah. राम का मतलब आनंद. रमा की वाणी में आनंद लेते हैं. रमा वाणी क्या कहती है? लक्ष्मी. लक्ष्मी लड़ने के लिए आती है. एक ये रथ यात्रा में there's an episode. One day Lakshmi comes and she chastises all the associates of Jagannatha. Why you have taken him to Vrindavan? क्या बोलते हैं उसको? लक्ष्मी का हीरा पंचमी. हीरा पंचमी उत्सव पे जगन्नाथ रथ चल के एक दिन किसी ने देखा मारती है. लक्ष्मी आके सारे ग्वाल बालों को मारती है. Krishna, he has to go to Vrindavan. If he goes alone, then Lakshmi won't allow. He said, I am going with Subhadrā also. Balaram also I am going. Okay, go, will come soon. If you don't come, then Lakshmi comes out. And he chastised all the associates of Krishna. Gwal Bal, why you took Krishna? And she is very angry. And then when she says something, Krishna is getting pleasure. Ramā-vān Rama is getting pleasure by the chastising words of Lakshmi. I think the translation is like this. Lord Jagannāth is an ocean of mercy and is as beautiful as rows of blackish rain cloud. He is the storehouse of bliss of Lakshmi and Saraswati. तो दो वर्ड है. Ramā-vān Ramo. Is there another word, another meaning? As somebody has taken, Vani means also words and Vani also means Saraswati. Ramā-vān. So another meaning has taken, because there is different meaning in both. The other meaning has given by different acharyas. He is the fathomless ocean of causeless mercy and his beautiful complexion is like a cluster of black rain cloud. He drives great pleasure by hearing the words of affectionate chastisement from his beloved goddess Lakshmi. तो दो एंगल है. Ramā-vān, Rāmah means he is getting pleasure by the chastisement of Lakshmi's words, one aspect. The other is he is getting pleasure from the Lakshmi as well as Saraswati. But practically it looks like chastisement of Lakshmi is more appropriate as per meaning. This meaning is also, you can Sanskrit, you can have some other meaning, but this meaning is more appropriate. Ramā-vān Rāmah, and then ramā-vāni rāmah sphurad-amala-paņkeruha-mukhah. Amala means spotless. No mal. Mal means kachra. Amal means about clean, pure. Paņkeru means panka. Pank means actually kīchad. Kīchad means pank means kīchad. And one who is taking birth in pank is called pankaj. Pankaj means one who is born in the, what's called kīchad means mud. So who is born in the mud is lotus. So paņkeru means the mukha, paņkeru mukha, lotus face. Amala means spotless lotus face. Paņkeru mukha surendra-ārādhya śruti-gan śikhi-gīta-carito. śikhi-gīta-carito. एक तरफ Lakshmi, on the one side Lakshmi is chastising, and other side his view, his face is like fully blown, spotless lotus flower. He is worshipped by the best of demigods and sages. Suchi, Surendra Aradhya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Devi worship hai. Devi. Surendra. Sur means demigods. देवताओं और ऋषियों के द्वारा जिसकी आराधना की जाती है. लक्ष्मी चेस्टाइज करती है और देवता उसको प्रार्थना करते हैं. And both are same for him. As we were reading, devotee offered the flowers to the Krishna, and Bhisham Dev offered the arrows to the Krishna. For Krishna, both are same. The arrows of Bhisham Dev, Krishna is accepting as flowers offered by the devotee. So prem se jab maar raha hai, so that is also like flower. So Lakshmi ki chastisement is also pleasing, and when the demigods and the sages, when they glorify, how they glorify? Glorified, sung by the topmost person. Gīta-carito. Which Gita? Shruti. Shruti means Upanishad, Ved. So sages and demigods, Purusha Sukta, they read the glorification of Lord from the Vedas. And he is chastised on one side by Lakshmi, on the other side sages are worshipping him with the Vedic hymns. That wonderful Lord, which has two opposite in one. दो opposite चीजें जिसके अंदर हैं. एक सजल is like a cloud, rain water, sweet water, और एक समुद्र दया का है. Both ways are just, on one side Lakshmi is criticizing. Lakshmi किसकी बेटी है? समुद्र की. She is born from the churning of milk ocean. और लक्ष्मी का दूसरा नाम हमारे पास क्या है? पैसा. तो इसलिए लक्ष्मी का दूसरा एक नाम है विश्व बंधु. Because from the same ocean came the poison. First poison came and then Lakshmi came. So everybody who is intoxicated by the wealth of this world is actually drinking poison. वो तो विष पी रहा है, विष बंधु है. और विष पीने वाला जैसे पागल हो जाता है, ऐसे धन से आदमी पागल हो जाता है. तो वो लक्ष्मी चेस्टाइज करती है जगन्नाथ जी को, और देवता और sages, rishis, they are glorifying Jagannath with the Vedic hymns. That Jagannath, वो भगवान जगन्नाथ हमारे ऊपर कृपा करें Jagannath Swami, nayana-patha-gāmī bhavatu. And then this is Jagannath when he is in the temple. These two verses Jagannath glorification in Vrindavan. 2 verses glorifying Jagannath, Bhagavan Sri Jagannatha along with Baladeva and Subhadrā in the Jagannath temple. So from Vrindavan we went to the Dwarka. Now Jagannath is going from Dwarka to the Vrindavan again. So glorification of Jagannath now when he is coming out in a Rath Yatra praise. So the third verse is this book. The next verse, 5th is Ratha-rūdho gachan-pati milita-bhūdeva-pat stuti pradhurbhavan pratipadam upakaranya sadhya daya sindhu bandhu sagar jagatam sindhu sutaya Jagannatha Swami nayana-patha-gāmī bhavatu me. So this is verse 5. Ratha-rūdho. Bhagavan is mounting on the chariot. अब जो रथ यात्रा में कितने लोग गए जगन्नाथपुरी में at the time of रथ यात्रा? The beauty of Jagannath Rath Yatra is to watch when Jagannath is mounting on the chariot. Ratha-rūdho. Man Chaitanya Charitamrita is described that how the Lord Jagannath was taken by the Daityapati from within the temple all the way to the Rath. And Jagannath is very heavy. Almost more than 50 Daityapatis. More than 50. They take by the process what is called, they call Pandi-vijay. They take like this and take from one place to the other place. And when Mahaprabhu's time, they used to have big cotton quilts they used to put, and then like big pillows, and Jagannath come, and whole cotton just flies up. The Jagannath is so heavy, उठा के एक से दूसरे के ऊपर cotton just. Now they don't have cotton. Now this cotton is not available. What they do now, in the night, they put a lot of cloth under the lower part of Jagannath as a packing. They do the whole packing from lower part of Jagannath, and then on the head they have big some feather. When Jagannath is coming, the feathers are just lying there. It's swinging like this, and then they take all the way from the temple inside to the gate, come like this. And when they are bringing Ratha-rūdho Gachan-pati, when he's ready, at Bhudeva is called Brahmans. But you will see when the Jagannath is mounting on the chariot, what you see, at that time all the roofs around the Jagannath temple, they are sold 500 rupees to coupon ticket. But you have to sit only on the roof and watch it. And all these small roofs, minimum 500, maybe 2000 rupees at some roofs, where you get a chair. And you have to go early in the morning, 7 o'clock with your say, breakfast, lunch with you, and up till 2 or 3 o'clock you have to watch everything. So first comes Brahmans with banging their special sounds, they come down, and then they do a stuti, Bhudeva. These are Bhudeva, all they are doing a stuti of. And then first comes Balaramji, then comes Maya Subhadrā, then comes Sudarshan Chakra, then comes Jagannath. When they all are mounted, then comes the Shankaracharya to do the worship. Then comes the king of the Puri, he goes up, and with a broom he will make the sweeping. And after that, when it is given okay, then the Rath will start. So this whole process, the Rath Yatra may take 2 hours, but the morning time it will take 4 or 5 hours. Ratha-rūdho. Just Jagannath going onto the Rath, it takes time. And at that time, Bhudeva, Brahmans are called Bhudeva. Bhu means Prithvi. On the Prithvi, the Devta is Brahman. In the heavenly kingdom, the Devta is Indra. Dharti ke upar Devta Brahman hai. Because Krishna is accepting everything through the Brahman's mouth. Because Brahman's mouth is glorifying Krishna by Vedas, therefore Brahman's mouth is the way to offer something to Krishna. और मैं ब्राह्मण के मुख से खाता हूँ. So भूदेव का मतलब Brahman. So Ratha Arudho, when Jagannath is mounting on the cart, Gachan Pathi prayed along the road. Pathi, Milit means all the Brahmans are gathered together, assembled. Bhudev, God on the earth, the Brahmans. What are they doing? Astuti. They are doing nice prayers. Pratipadam, every step. On Bhagavan, Jagannath is hearing all these prayers and therefore he is favorably disposed. Then he becomes very happy. Bhagavan then saying, it is saying, how the God become merciful? When Brahmins pray him, then he become merciful. Therefore, who will make God merciful? Brahmins. Therefore, Brahmins are most important. That's what Krishna says. I am pleased by the worship of the Brahmins. Therefore, Brahman are Bhudev. Therefore, when they are, therefore the whole purpose of Krishna conscious movement, when Prabhupada started, he said, I am here to train you all as a Brahmins. Because there is a Brahman, then Brahman's action will please Krishna. And when Krishna is pleased, everything is favorable. So to please Krishna, there is a need of Brahman, and Brahman's function is to glorify Krishna. You understand? Prabhupada said that the only way to bring peace in this world is all the radio, television, all this, whatever. If you glorify Krishna, this sound will purify the whole atmosphere. This was Brahmanical culture. If you sometimes go, really you go to some places where the Brahmans are chanting the hymns, that atmosphere is very purifying, a very purifying atmosphere. But therefore the kirtan, wherever there is a kirtan going on, that place becomes Golok Dham. Je din ghare kirtan dekhe Golok bhai. What Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, when I hear someday in my house when kirtan is going on, I think Vrindavan has descended down. Golok Dham bhai. That's like a Golok Dham. So these chanting of the hymns by the Brahmins in the glory of Jagannath, Bhagavan, then Jagannath become very favorably disposed. Sakala-jagatam, for the whole world, he is friend, bandhu, is very merciful. Daya Sindhu, again. He is Daya Sindhu, he is Daya ka sagar hai. Jagatera bandhu, he is friend of everybody. His name is Jagannath. He is friend of everybody. Whole world. The first day we discussed, Prabhupada has actually, by his practical preaching, the whole world now knows Jagannath. Now Jagannath is accepted by people all over the world as Jagannath practically. Jagannath, Bhagavan is Jagat ka Nath hai. First time as we discussed day before yesterday, in 67 this beautiful Rath Yatra of Jagannath was first time out of India in America was celebrated. Now over 100 countries in the year, almost every day there is a Rath Yatra somewhere. So this whole planet has become like a spiritual world. The spread of Jagannath Rath Yatra is a revolution. It's bringing a revolution in the cities where we have performed these Rath Yatras. It brings a revolution in people's life. They become jubilant. Rath Yatra is the greatest boon. It's one of the activity which somehow or other we are doing it for the purpose of preaching, and somehow Lord Jagannath is merciful and Kali Yuga is ready to bestow his mercy because devotees are chanting the Bhudev. The devotees are Brahmins, they are Vaishnavas. When they are chanting holy name, Jagannath is very much favorably disposed. He is ready to come out every day. This is something very extraordinary that Jagannath is willing to come out every day. Every day. This is the Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not different. There is one song also, Jagannath Sachira Sutta Jagannath. What is that? Jai Jai Jagannath Sachirananda. Huh? Tiribhavana? Tiribhavana Karijaya Charanavandan. So, this Rath Yatra, which ISKCON is doing all over the world, is Jagannath in the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jai Jagannath Sachirananda. That is the Jagannath in the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is especially Jagannath has followed as pure devotee Prabhupada all the way from Puri to the America and San Francisco. And Prabhupada reciprocated by this glorification of Jagannath every day in some part of the world. It is going on. Like any time, 24 hours in the world, Mangal Arati is going on. Mangal Arati, now somewhere in the world there is a Mangal Arati. Sometimes this is when British was ruling, they said the sun will never set on British Empire. But it means they have a so big empire, when sun was setting in India, sun was rising in other part of the British Empire. But that was material, it is finished now. But now, sun is never setting on the Mangal Arati. Everywhere Mangal Arati is going on in the world. Every time. Abhi bhi kahin Mangal Arati ho rahi hai. So abhi bhi kahin na kahin Rath Yatra ho rahi hai. So this mood in ISKCON of Rath Yatra is Jagannath Sachirananda. He has given the opportunity for the whole world to do the worship. Sakala Sindhu Sutaya. Sindhu Sutaya is the name of Lakshmi. Just we discussed. Sindhu Sutaya, Lakshmi के साथ जगन्नाथ जी. तो कहाँ होती है लक्ष्मी जगन्नाथ के साथ? किसी ने पढ़ा था, there was one article, how we worship Jagannath if there is no Radha Rani with Jagannath. Yeah, somebody found that article somewhere? It is in one of the Madhwanand Prabhu's Bindu, in a Bindu. There was one article particularly, how Radha Rani is with Jagannath. Huh? Here it is there, but Jagannath Puri there is some system they do and they put Jagannath, Radha Rani with Jagannath. But now it's possible Lakshmi is with Jagannath, because now Jagannath is in a Aishwarya Bhav. On the chariot he is in an Aishwarya Bhav. You have heard many stories about Jagannath Rath Yatra. Jagannath Rath Yatra, the eternal pastime of Jagannath. Most merciful Lord coming out to give darshan. Krishna become practically unconscious in Dwarka because of feeling of separation from the Brajvasi and Gopis and Radharani. And now all the Narad came there, Arjun came there, everybody was surrounding the Krishna. What happened? What can we do now for Krishna? Is in Dwarka, there is a big anxiety. And then Narad said, now there's no other way. You have to take him right now to the Vrindavan. Only when he reaches Vrindavan, he will get again with the consciousness. Then somebody suggested, so Uddhav, first you go and tell the message to the Brajavasis that Krishna is coming. Otherwise Krishna arrives all of a sudden there. Achanak Krishna wahan pahunch gaye, then they will not really be. So they will be surprised, and surprise is also not. So you go. And Uddhav said, I would definitely love to go to Vrindavan. But if I go and tell them Krishna is coming, they will laugh at me. I promised them, he never went. मैं कहता था कृष्ण चलो जाओ वृंदावन, he never went. So Uddhav declined. Then said, Balaram, you go. Balaram, you go. And tell to the Brajvasi Nanda Baba, Krishna is coming to God. Say, I love to go. I want to see Nanda Yashoda, I want to see Brajvasis. But if I go and tell them that Krishna is coming there, nobody will believe me. I went there, stayed 2 months. They said, bring Krishna. I told Kanhaiya, go. He never went. Now Subhadra volunteered. I am going. I will go to Vrindavan. I will wipe the tears of Yashoda. I will pacify Nanda Baba. I will make all the gopis and Gopa ready to receive Krishna. She said, I am going. So when Subhadra said, I am going, Balaram said, how can I allow my sister to go alone? I will go in the front, but I will never go in first in Vrindavan. She will have to go. So now the chariots came, Tal chariots came with a Tal anchor, flag, Balaramji ready to depart. Then came the Subhadra's chariot, behind it started. Then the devotees, they took Krishna, literally, like a drunkard man, they put him on a Daruka's rath, and then chariot started from there to the Vrindavan. So these chariots, these 3 chariots, procession came like this. In a internal reasons for 3 रथ कैसे जाते हैं, बलराम आगे, सुभद्रा बीच में, और जगन्नाथ पीछे. Now, when they reached there, Subhadra did her job. Balaram was there. Krishna was taken directly to the Seva Kunja. Nidhivan and Seva Kunja, the 2 places where Gopis and Radharani. Radharani was lying there, almost unconscious, very pale. She was just taking some time breath, and all the Gopis were sitting around and chanting the name of Krishna. And Radharani sometimes opening eyes and saying Krishna, and then again closing eyes. At that time, Krishna was brought there. When Krishna arrived there, he saw Radharani in that condition. Krishna's form became like this Jagannatha. To see Radharani in separation of Krishna, completely pale and closed eyes and almost breathing her last like that, everybody was touching the Radharani's feet and getting a blessing and praying that we have offended you, please forgive us. Krishna arrived, and somebody told in the ear of Radharani, Krishna arrived. Lalita said like this, Radharani opened eyes, and Krishna, he saw Krishna. And that Krishna, in the separation of Radharani, when he saw Radharani, he had this form of Jagannatha. So these 3 cards are coming like this. So this is a special pastime of Sri Krishna in separation of Brajvasis, in separation of the devotees. This pastime is a glory of the devotees, that Krishna become really anxious to see his devotees. Krishna is more devotee conscious than devotee is Krishna conscious. That's what we say. When you chant Hare Krishna, you may not be thinking of Krishna, but Krishna knows you are thinking of him. So this Jagannath form of Krishna is more devotee conscious. He's transformed, his whole body transformed in an ecstasy in the separation of Radharani. The next verse says, so Ratharudo Gashanapati, Milit means all are assembled together. Bhudev, Brahmans, Stuti, Pradharma, they are doing prayer, the nice prayers. And what is the result of those prayers? The result of those prayers is Pratipadam Upakaraniya Sadayah, he become very happy and favorable. Daya Sindhu Bandhu Sakal Jagata Sindhu Sutaya, along with the Lakshmi, the Jagannath along with Lakshmi become Jagannath Swami nayana-patha-gāmī bhavatu. And next verse is Param Brahma Pīda Kovalya Dolo Palanayano Utpalanayano Nivasi Niladro Neta Charano Ananta Sirshi Rasanandi Radha Sarasa Vapu Alingana Sukho Jagannatha Swami nayana-patha-gāmī bhavatu. Param Brahma Pīda Kuvalya Dolo Utpala Nano. So Nīla-Adri, who reside at Nīla-Adri, Nihat Charano, whose lotus feet are placed Ananta Sir se, जिसके चरण अनंत भगवान अपने सर के ऊपर धारण करते हैं. भगवान जगन्नाथ के चरण अनंत शेष अपने सर के ऊपर धारण करते हैं. That's what Ananta Sirse. रसानंदी राधा सरस वपु आलिंगन सुखो. और ऐसे भगवान राधा रानी के आलिंगन में अनंत सुख लेते हैं. So Radha Rani is placed on the heart. जैसे in all Vishnu temples there is they put the Lakshmi at the chest of Lord Vishnu. सब South India के मंदिरों में there is a Lakshmi there. They put the chandan on that Lakshmi, they put Lakshmi there. Is it right? So similarly, Jagannath, Alingan means to the chest. The Radha Rani is put on the chest of Jagannath. She is always there, and that gives pleasure to Jagannath, because this form of Jagannath is only to meet Radha Rani. This form of Jagannath is especially, this special form is in separation of Radha Rani. And this form becomes complete when Radha Rani and Krishna meets. So, this Rasanand, overwhelmed by the flow of loving mellows, Radha, Saras, Vapu, the Saras Vapu, Vapu means the beautiful form of Radha Rani. Saras Vapu, Alingan Sukho, who becomes happily embracing. So this Jagannath, even if he is in Jagannath Puri, Radha Rani is there. We may not be able to see Radha Rani, but Radha Rani is there. Like you go to the Radha Raman temple, there is no Radha Rani, but you know, as you don't see, there is no Radha Rani. Practically, it's a salagram. But Krishna is nowhere alone. Always, wherever there is a Krishna, Radha Rani is there. So they put the Radha Rani as a asan there. They put the asan. Sometimes they write golden word Radhe. In the name, form of name, Radha Rani is there. So along with Jagannath ji, Radha Rani is there, and he is Alangan. He is embracing Radha Rani, and that gives him pleasure. Krishna is never separated from Radha Rani. Though he is in Nīladri, but Radha Rani is there also. And it's not visible to ordinary people. Like when you go to Jagannath Puri, you see Jagannath in this form. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was watching Jagannath with a love, he was seeing him as a Tribhanga Lalita Shyama Sundar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was seeing Jagannath as a Krishna, Shyama Sundar. To him that form was available because Radharani, in the bhav of Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to see Krishna. So Jagannath, he was manifesting as a Shyama Sundar for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But we go there, we don't have that bhav. Therefore, Gaudiya Vaishnava, say, we are follower of Radharani. Basically, we understand, when we understand Hare Krishna mantra, we are praying to Radharani every day. That please engage us in Krishna's service. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, those who worship Vishnu are Vaishnava. Those who worship Krishna are Krishnite. Those who worship Radharani, they are Gauriyas. Gauriyas are worshipper of Radharani. Prabhupada, in the Parvatan, he says, Krishna is controlled by Radharani. If you want really to serve Krishna, then you have to approach Radharani. And you have to approach Radharani, then who is representative of Radharani? Spiritual master is representative of Radharani. So you have to serve Krishna through a spiritual master who is representative of Radharani, and then this thing will reach to the Krishna. Prabhupada said in England, if you have nice flower and you want to offer to the Krishna, don't directly offer to the Krishna. You give it to the Radharani's hand and tell that, please, this you give to your dear Krishna, and then Krishna will accept it. So Radharani is with Jagannath, which is not visible to ordinary people. But here this verse says, Jagannath, even he is living in Nīladri, Nivasi Nīladri, but Radharani Alingan Sukho. He is always having the Alingan, is the left side is always Radharani of Krishna, Jagannath. So, because Baladev is there, so Radharani, the Ras Abbas cannot be physically seen there, but it is within the heart of Krishna, and in Krishna's heart is Radharani, and Radharani's heart is Krishna. There's one pastime in Garga Santa that's called hot milk pastime. First time of 100 years of separation of Radha and Krishna. Radha and Krishna, they had a cuts and counter cuts by Sridhama and Radharani in Golok Dham. And there was one curse for Radharani was she will be separated for 100 years from Krishna. And Krishna was in Dwarka, it took 100 years. Radha and Krishna were separated. When they met, first time they met at the place called Bindu Sarovar. At the place called Siddha Ashram, that is in Gujarat right now. We'll go and see that place called Siddha Ashram. So Radharani was taking bath in that Bindu Sarovar. He said anybody who take bath in Bindu Sarovar, he will never be separated from Krishna. So when Radharani was taking bath at that time, all the Yaduvanshi, all the queens of Krishna, they came to the that same place, Siddha Ashram. And as soon as Radharani took the dip, somebody came, Krishna is calling you. Krishna is there to meet you. So Radharani received Krishna, he worshipped Krishna, and then queens of Krishna, they met Radharani. Now it was the time Krishna was in his own palace, tent, and Rukmani came at night. And he saw Krishna, why you are still not taking rest still, my dear Krishna? He said, because Radharani is still not sleeping, so how can I sleep? So why she is not sleeping? I just fed everything and I'm just coming from there. He said, she is Braljavasi, she needs a hot cup of milk before she retired. You have not given her milk, so go and give milk. So Rukmani very hurriedly went there. She boiled nice milk and put a nice golden cup and she went to the Radharani. And she was waking her. She was still awake. She gave a cup of milk. And then she came. And she came and she was about to massage the lotus feet of Krishna. She saw on the sole of Krishna's feet blisters. Say, how come this Yadupati, you never went out? How this your foot is burned and there are blisters? Krishna said, Rukmani, you gave Radharani very hot milk. It was too hot, and my lotus feet is in the heart of Radharani, and they are burnt because she drank the hot milk. This is called hot milk first time. So, Bahare Bhitare, Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Radharani ke outside is Krishna. How is outside Krishna? She is wearing always bilu sari. Radharani wears only bilu sari. Because Krishna's color is bilu. And Krishna wears always yellow dhoti. He has a yellow pitambar because Radharani's color is yellow. So Bahare is bilu and inside is also Krishna. Radharani inside is also Krishna and outside is Krishna. Bahare Bhitre. Both ways Krishna is there. So they are never separate. They are always together. Radha and Krishna. So this is the next verse is the devotee's bhav. Now this is up till the glorification of Krishna as a Jagannatha in Vrindavan, Krishna in Vrindavan, Krishna in Jagannath Puri, and again now this is the mood of a devotee. The devotee, he can glorify, but if you want really, he wants Jagannath to be seen, then what is his qualification? His qualification of Navai Yache Rajyam, I don't need some big kingdom. Navai Yache Rajyam Nacha kanaka-maணிkyam Vebhavam, neither the gold kanak manikya, the hiramoti, what is called, no diamonds or pearls, I don't need anything. Na yache aham ramayam sakala-jam kamayam vravadhu, neither I am interested in beautiful girls for my enjoyment. Vadhu, wife, something like that. This verse look like you, it's like that. Mahaprabhu's, this verse, what is that? Nadanam, najanam, nasundarim, kavitam, vajagadishaka. Exactly same verse. Lagta hai aise ki nahi lagta hai? Yache, rajyam, na mani, kanaka, mani. I don't need anything. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. Na sundarim means the third line. Exactly same verse. Bharata is speaking in Ramayana. He is saying same thing. Na chahum gati nirvana. Janam ram pad rati. If anybody remembers that verse, it's a very nice verse, always they recite. Na chahum pad nirvana. Then the two other words before that. Very nice verse, exactly. Bharata is the greatest devotee as a devotee of Ram. Is a brother. And Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as a devotee, in the form of devotee, Sri Krishna himself. And they have sung the same verse with the same exact meaning. And this is Shankaracharya to get the blessing of Jagannath. How can he be visible to you? When you have this attitude, and this attitude is called akanchan vitaya. The one who don't need anything material and his only wealth is Krishna, that person is called akanchan. He has nothing. He can get Krishna. So here it says, I don't need navai yache. Yache means begging. I am not begging kingdom. It's not my pratna. I don't need all these things. What do you need? Sada kale kale pramatpatina-gīta-carito. Sada kale kale, always. This is like janma janmani. Kale kale means whatever the time it is, wherever I am, I only need pramatpatina-gīta-carito. Paramatapatino by Lord Shiva, the name of Lord Shiva. Bhagavan Pati, something like that. Paramatapatino, the word is given here by Lord Shiva, Lord of the violent goblins. Bhutpati, दूसरा नाम शंकर जी का है भूतपति, तो भूतों का पति. Gīta-carito, whose glories are sung. I certainly do not pray for kingdom, nor do for gold, rubies or wealth. I do not ask for any excellent, beautiful wife, which is a possession desired by all ordinary men. I simply pray for that Lord of the universe, whose glories are sung by Lord Shiva from age to age. भगवान शंकर जिसके गुण जन्म जन्मांतर से काल कालांतर से गा रहे हैं, ऐसे तो शंकर का नाम यहाँ लेने का क्या Why the Lord of Shiva's name is recited here? What is the meaning? Sada kale kale pramatpatina. Pramatpatina means Lord Shiva. Why is Lord Shiva's name? Because he is the Vaishnava Nam Yathasambhu. He is the greatest Vaishnava. He knows the truth about Supreme Lord. And he always speaks the glories of Krishna. And his teaching is Aradhanam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param. And Partaram, and greater than Tadiya, they are devotees. So that mood, because the word Radha is there, the greatest devotee of Krishna is Radha. By their mercy, and now this Lord Shiva is another greater devotee. So you go to the Krishna, you don't ask anything, you ask the mercy of devotee. It is the devotee's mercy which will only enable us to reach to the Krishna. There is no other way, no other way, no other way, only by the mercy of devotee. So this is Sada kale kale pramatpatina-gīta-carito. So from time immemorial, Lord Shiva is also eternal. He is always glorifying the glories of Lord Krishna, and Shiva is one who is fitting into this category. He is not needing any kingdom. He don't have a palace. He don't have a house still today. Lord Shiva once, Parvati said, how can we live all the time under the tree? Make some house, Baba. Bole Baba, house, banao house. Anyway, Parvati, she has everything. She made a beautiful house. Now a good palace is ready for Lord Shankar to enter. Parvati and Shankar entered, they said, call Brahman, let us do how Grah Pravesh, the entry in the house. So Brahman came and they did the big yajna. When yajna was over, Brahman said, Bole Baba Dakshina. I said, Dakshina? I don't have kurta. I don't wear anything. My Vagambar, I am wearing only this, the skin of tiger. I don't have a bag, but there's no chain. What dakshina you need? Oh, you need dakshina. Okay, I am giving you this house in dakshina. He made this house and then he gave this house in dakshina. The one of the name of Lord Shankar is Aniketa. Aniketa means he has no personal house. And in Bhagavad Gita 12th chapter, Krishna is describing Aniketa Niketa Bhaktiman Priyosi Me Nara. The devotee who has no personal house is very, very dear to me. So all the devotees living in Bahrain are dear to Krishna because they don't have a personal house. They are all Aniketa. Aniketa, Lord Shiva is Aniketa. Because this is the mood of Lord Shiva. He don't need anything. He don't have anything. Because he has Krishna. Because he has Krishna, his wealth is Krishna. He is glorifying Krishna. So what he needs anything? He don't need anything. And people go to him and ask him, give us something. He said, I don't have. What can I give you? The people are fool or not? Baba, हमारे को घर बना दे बाबा बोलते हमने अपना नहीं बनाया अभी तक तुम्हारा कैसे बनाएगा People go and pray to the Shiva to get something and he said, I don't have Baba. You ask me, I have. You ask me, that I will give you. And what you have? I have Ram now. You want that? I will give you. So this is the first part of the verse is saying devotee don't need anything, and who is that devotee? Lord Shiva is that devotee. Vaishnava Nath Sambhu. He is that devotee who don't need anything, and therefore he is glorifying all the time Bhagavan Jagannath, and therefore Jagannath is very happy. And then last verse are Haratvam Samsaram. Now he is praying. Now he has put Lord Shiva as a what is called advocate for you. Because by his mercy, if you can be, by Radharani's mercy, by his other devotees' mercy, now he is begging himself something. This is a procedure to approach the Supreme Lord. First glorify him, then glorify his devotees, then ask for some benediction. सीधा जाके भगवान को ऐसे चिट्ठी नहीं देना हमारा ये काम करो. No, this is the procedure. The standard procedure is glorify Krishna, glorify his devotees. He will be more pleased when you glorify the devotees. Now we have glorified Lord Shiva. We have glorified Radharani. Now he is asking him something for it. Haratvam sansaram. Please take away my sansar means birth and death. Please relieve me from birth and death, from all this misery of material world. Sansar means material world, birth and death. Hartam sansaram durtaram asaram. Durtaram asaram. This is asar. Asar means there's nothing sar in this. It is all temporary. What we think it is mine, it is not really last. No, asaram is useless. Hartam sansaram. Durtaram asaram surpate. You are the surpate means you are the master of the demigods. The next verse is Haratam papanam vidatam aparam vidadate. I have unlimited sins. Please take away all those. Please. This is the prayer in the last 7 verses. First 2 verses Vrindavan glory. Next 2 verses glories in Jagannath Puri. Then the other 2 verses devotee of Krishna, devotee of Jagannath, then Radharani. Same procedure you will find in Damodar Astakam. Krishna's glories, then comes to the deliverance of Nal Kuber and Manigiri, Narad's glory, because of Narad that happened, and then he has to say Satyavartmane Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya. When he said that, then he said, now I beg you, be merciful, because this is the way to pray. Now he said, Hartvam papanam vidatam aparam apar. Yadavpate, He Yadavpati, He Krishna, He Jagannath, Har Tum Papanam Vitatam Aparam, unlimited from many lifetimes, I might have done sinful activities. Please now you take away all this. Clarify all this. Jagannath Swami nayana-patha-gāmī Jagannatha Ashtakam Punyam Yapateti Priyata Suchihi Sarvapap Vishuddhatma Vishnu Lokam Sagacchati. So this is the last verse. Thank you very much to the Murli Prabhuji and his devotees to give us opportunity to serve you. And if you read really it again and again and master the meaning, then when you sing, you can feel it. When you feel it, then there will be desired result. And you learn how to pray. This is the last translation in this. O Lord of the demigod, please quickly take away this useless material existence that I am undergoing, Janam Mrityu. O Lord of the Yadus, please destroy the boundless accumulation of my sinful reaction. Oh, it is certain that Lord Jagannath bestows his lotus feet upon those who feel themselves humble and helpless. Humble and helpless, may that Lord Jagannath kindly become visible unto me. The third line we have not read, huh? Aho dīna-nath nihit-carito charano. Aho dīna-nath, you are dīna-nath. You are the friend of the humble people. Deen means humble. Deen doesn't mean the jhupad-patti wala. Deen jhupad-patti wala nahi hai, kuch nahi hai, wo deen nahi. Deen means humble. The humble. Aho dīna-nath nihit-charano. Nihit-charano. Whose feet are bestowed, nihit-charano. Nishchitam, I am certain you will bestow your mercy. I know your lotus feet are always available to give protection to those who are humble and meek and sincere, humble and helpless. Also in Jagannatha Ashtakam, similar words are there. What are those words? But in Jagannatha Ashtakam or the Damodar Ashtakam, same words are there. Deenam Batanu. I am very deen. I am very helpless and humble. Deenam Batanu, Kripa Vrishti, Drishti, Deenam Batanu. So far, 2 more days there we will discuss Damodar Ashtak along with 9th chapter of Bhagavatam, Damodar Leela and Damodar Ashtak both together for 3-4 classes and buried Balaramdesh temple will do it. The request, please relish Krishna's pastime. This will bring auspiciousness in our life. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jagannath Baladev Subhadrā ki Jai. Hare Krishna.